Hi, I'm Joey Fulgione, also on the web at clevercatholic.com. The Good Samaritan. When a scholar of the law asked, "Who is my neighbor?" Jesus replied with the parable of the Good Samaritan. That's Luke 10:25 to 37. For ethnic and religious reasons, the Samaritans and Jews were opposed to one another. New American Bible Commentary. In other words, enemies. On his way to Jerusalem, Jesus tried to pass through Samaria, but the Samaritans would not let him. That's Luke 9:51 to 56. James and John were so angry at Samaritan inhospitality that they wanted fire to come down on them, the way Elijah called down fire on his enemies. 2 Kings 1:10 to 12. I like St. Paul's revenge. Kill them with kindness. If your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink, for by doing so you will heap burning coals upon his head. Romans 12:20. Jesus simply rebuked James and John, taking a different route. Of course, in the parable, Jesus makes the sworn enemy the hero of the story. Hence, the ancestry of the person standing before you has no bearing on her personality, whether she's nice or not. Prejudice or prejudgment makes no sense. I've met many people of all sorts whose personality was impossible to predict based on their makeup. One cannot logically, summarily dismiss a whole segment of people. Recall the Samaritan woman who goes off as a missionary to proclaim Jesus. John 4:4 to 42. When the priest and Levite approach the victim, they cross to the other side. They avoid the victim because he may be dead. He is described as half dead, Luke 10:30. Being close to a corpse violates the Jewish law, making one ritually impure, Leviticus 21:11. Because God delivered the Jews through Moses, the lawgiver, from 400 years of slavery under the Egyptians, destroying their powerful army, leading the chosen people to the promised land, they believed the law was God's greatest gift to his people. Ancient Jews were committed to following the law because they had already been shown favor by God. Keeping the law was not a dreaded task that everyone hated. Jews typically considered the law a great joy to uphold. I imagine in that everything you do, you wake up, go to bed, prepare to eat, finish eating, and everything you bless God for his good favor. How wonderful. The legal scholar's mistake is making legalism superior to love. Love never fails. Faith, hope, love remain, these three. But the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians 13:8. Love trumps the law.